Kevin,
Yeah.
Stan the man, dude.
Hey, what's up, Dale?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. I think did we talk about making a video or not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that okay? Because I think your issue is common and might help a lot of people. So let me know if that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. I'll roll it then. I want to talk about. I don't have your file in front of me, bro. So you got to remind me a little bit. What was it about? Some kind of the blood clots or what?
Yeah, I started juicing hard, and everything was going great. My appetite was gone, and all of a sudden my legs started hurting. And I went to the doctor, and they said that I had blood clots. They fitted me, and then they said that I was taking too much vitamin K. But it was a condition.
So you had blood. So in other words, you started juicing, and then you had some blood clotting. You know,
Right.
I think what happened is you're a little bit overweight, right?
Yeah.
And so you've probably eaten your fair share of cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens is you get a lot of acidosis and blood congestion leading to clotting, and as soon as you start drinking the raw foods and alkalinizing, you start to dislodge a lot of that coagulated anionic old blood.
Sound right.
And so you probably had some clots break loose, which were not really dissolved properly and get lodged in the leg veins. Is that correct, probably?
Yeah, and then it broke, went to my lungs.
Oh, then it went up into the lungs?
Yeah.
Okay, what did they say about the lung issue?
They said that it had just broken off out of my leg. Went up there and watched them.
Okay, so how is your health now?
Well, now I'm taking Coumadin. I'm therapeutic as far as my iron or
Okay, so how much of the are you diabetic at all?
no.
Okay, cool. So other than that, I mean, other than the Coumadin, what else are you taking?
Just Prilosec for heartburn.
Okay, well, you want to use celery juice for the heartburn. If you didn't know that,
Yeah.
you know that you know that now, right?
Right.
Did you see that on one of the videos?
You don't know where I got that. I get a lot of juice out of it. So, like right now, I'm drinking summer, celery, coconut juice, ginger, and apples.
Wow, that's great, bro. Those are perfect. The ginger's really good for the blood. The cucumber, the celery, the coconut, excellent. You're still going to want to dissolve accumulations. The issue is, though, is in your situation and in many others, like with obesity or health problems, is when we go from a standard American diet and we start going on the raw foods more, we've got to go slow and steady in a lot of cases, you know?
Yeah.
Because you have issues with those blood clots and stuff breaking loose. Now, the problem is it kind of sucks. You go to your medical doctor and then they don't really get to the core of the issue, which is the Coumadin, Wayfarin, and then they tell you can't eat vegetables anymore, right?
No, they didn't. They actually gave me a Coumadin specialist that I go see, and she wants me to be real careful how much.
Yeah, there are some side effects. Have you started to notice those yet at all?
Not really.
Oh, really?
I mean, me and my girl have been broken for 6 months now, so I wouldn't know if it's affecting me.
Side effects, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't. How long have you been taking the Coumadin?
It's been about 6 months.
How many?
About 6 months.
Okay, cool. Yeah, is your phone do you have a good reception where you are? Or?
No, I'm getting feedback. I can hear my voice. I got a landline if you want to get me on it.
Well, do you have my number there?
Yes.
Why don't you call me back on your landline?
Okay.
Okay?
All right, we'll do.
Cool.
At this number or the other?
At the number that we're on right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool. Okay, cool. So we're talking about blood thinners. Coumadin is a blood thinner, and if you have blood clots, and then they try to thin it. But really, raw food is the ultimate blood cleanser or thinner. But then when you take Coumadin, they try to get you off the green vegetables because of the vitamin K. But that's really what you need, is the fruits and vegetables to get thin blood in the first place, so you never have to go to the Coumadin. So it's kind of the medical thing just stops you from getting healthy. They balance out your problems, but they don't ever get to the core of it. So hopefully I'll be able to help this gentleman get to the core of it. And then as he eats more and more fresh fruits and vegetables, he can taper off and titrate off the Coumadin. I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not giving medical advice. I'm going to tell him that in a minute. Okay, Kevin.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, cool, man. So, what was your specific question? Are you trying to figure out a way to get off the Coumadin?
Yes, definitely.
How much raw food to cooked food are you eating every day?
About half and half right now.
Okay, and what is the cooked food? Is there still some addiction factor going there?
Yeah, probably. Like, I had a pot pie earlier today, and then I might have like a grilled cheese.
Yeah, hard to get healthy on that food there. I'm sure you're well aware of that.
Well, I can feel it coming off. The weight's coming off.
Oh, so yeah, you're still benefiting for sure. The you're juicing like half, so you're half raw, half cooked.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to do a little more. I'm trying to do two juices a day, and then just one small meal.
So really, to sum it up, I mean, you probably already know this, but I want to encourage you, and sometimes when I encourage people, it helps them to step up their game a little bit, but you should shoot for more like 80% raw, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, because you don't want to stress anybody out, because then it gets on your nerves, and you got to go slow and steady. But I think you should up your game and shoot for like 80.
Yeah.
And then some of the biggest offenders as far as the thickening of the blood is going to be the cheese, is going to be the bread. If you're going to try to move more into, although rice isn't my favorite, or quinoa, but like quinoa and steamed vegetables, I don't even know if you're going to be into that kind of thing or not, but even some cooked Thai food or something like that would be better than the cheese sandwiches, you know what I mean? Like if that's going to be your cooked, but try to get to a little bit cleaner cooked as well. So, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm just trying to encourage you, because if you eat better, you're going to be able to get off the medications, the Prilosec. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drink a lot of celery juice to get to that heartburn. In fact, here's what I think you should do, is I think you should drink 16 ounces of celery juice plain every day for the next 3 weeks. And I don't think you'll need the Prilosec after that.
Really? Because I've had that for years.
Yeah, well, maybe you do have gotten it chronic. And do you get regurgitation or just the burning?
Just the burning.
Okay, well, you're lucky. So you may not be too bad. The other thing about the heartburn is to wait until you're hungry. So in other words, miss a couple meals when you can and really build up your appetite. That way, the gastric juices build up and the digestion pulls the food downward a lot more strongly. The more hungry you get, the better you'll digest.
Okay.
So now make sure you get hungry to get rid of the heartburn, but when you do get hungry, make sure you have a plan, like you got some bananas or some melons, or you got your juicer out on the counter ready to clean with some veggies. Because if you want to get hungry, but you don't want to get so hungry and then be standing there in the middle of a mall or something and then run over to the ice cream parlor, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what's happening at work.
Okay, so what are you bringing to work to help you stay raw?
I haven't been.
Well, pack up the fruit, bro. You got to pack up the fruit. Fruit's going to help you to clean your blood, and you can slowly titrate off that Coumadin.
Okay.
I mean, your medical doctor is probably, there's some good medical doctors out there, but generally they only understand the pills and stuff. They're not going to really understand why the blood is thick in the first place a lot of times, because of the food, the cooked cheese and the meat. So basically, you just need to recommit to health and understand that raw food uncooked food is the best for your organism and health and weight loss and thin, healthy, highly oxygenated blood that's clean, basically.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
your... Go ahead.
I virtually looked at as many of your videos as I possibly could, and I'm also looking at Dan Canoli, and between the two, you know, I got a pretty handle on it, as far as being sold on it.
Yeah, the knowledge. Now you need the inspiration, because you can lose weight and feel better in every aspect of your whole entire life. Now, we don't want to neglect the other areas of our lives either, but I specialize mostly in getting people a positive idea and moving towards the way of self-love through the food that they eat, you know?
Right.
And these foods are very energetic and easily digestible, and then a lot of the meats and breads are harder to digest, and that's where the acid reflux comes from. And they're more acidic foods. It's a kind of an acidic issue. And so as you alkalize, you'll be able to really get the flow of the energy downwards, because the burning from the heartburn it kind of moves upward in your throat.
If I eat too much, it does.
So you've got a kind of some issues you're working on.
Yeah.
The raw food can really help to buffer out a lot of insanity around eating, because it's real food. And when you eat real food, things begin to take place naturally that normally wouldn't have the opportunity to do so with the unnatural, high-heated foods. So shoot... Say it again?
I noticed just spiritually, it makes me better.
Yeah.
I'm in my first year of being a drug and alcohol counselor, and I tell you, at first it was really driving me crazy, and like I'm going into my second 6 months now, and I've gotten calmer, I've got more patient, I'm not begging guys like I normally would, and this guy's going to make it, or that guy ain't going to make it. I've stopped doing that, and that's essential, and it's great.
Your heart's opening up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green foods help the heart open up, and the fruits really feed the brain. And then you've got to get your stomach cleaned out too, and both of those high fiber, high alkaline, easily digestible foods will clean out your colon, which will make your brain thoughts more clear, which will thin out the blood. So really, I mean, we could talk about this stuff all day, but I think you know what you need to do, and that is to continually move your way up the raw food scale. Real food, unheated, enzyme-rich, bioavailable, high-fiber nutrition for your human organism.
Live food.
Yeah, food that's alive. Dead food sits there and doesn't digest very easily, and you're having the common problems, the heartburn and the thick blood. I don't know what else you've got going on, but really, the raw food takes you down the road to, you just get better and better and better and healthier and thinner and more energetic and more spiritual, and it just, in my experience of 12 years on raw food, it just doesn't stop. You don't arrive.
Right.
So if I were you, I would commit to health, commit to eating more raw, fresh food.
No.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Kevin?
No, just keep the videos coming. I really appreciate it. It's been a wonderful thing for people, and I'll spread the word as much as I can.
Well, thank you very much, sir. It's just an honor to help you. You are a great person, I can tell. I really feel your energy, and I want to see you do well, man.
Do you think you'll ever be coming to Sacramento?
Why don't you come to the class this weekend?
You know, I was thinking about it, but I didn't find the information on it, but I probably won't be able to, not with that short a notice.
Okay, well, if I make it to Sacramento, I'll make a video about it. I'm going to try to get out there and meet more people, because when they come to the live classes, the videos are one thing, the phone calls are another level up, but the live classes, you really get it. I don't know what it is about being around me that I feel it, like it really changes people to be in the live. They like see it, like this guy's for real, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just positive.
I believe in this stuff. I have tens of thousands of people who wrote to me about every kind of issue being cleared up, only because of the simple thing of changing the food that they put into their mouth, you know, and it changes all the other aspects of their life, you know.
What a blessing, right back to like Adam and Eve, huh?
Well, you know, it's raw foods is beautiful, man. I just ate melons all day, and I feel really, really good, you know. And if people would say, well, that's crazy. What about your protein or anything like that? But, you know, it's just these fresh foods is where it's at. So I do hope to meet you one day, bro. Write to me in about a month or two and let me know about your progress, okay?
Will do, Dan.
And remember, just speak blessings over yourself. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself that you are healthy. Even if what you see in the mirror doesn't tell you that, just believe it anyways and keep believing that you are perfectly healthy and never let that vision go out of your mind.
Will be awesome, buddy.
Okay, Kev. Take care, bro.
All right, Dan.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sending this. That would be a good one to send to somebody who needs to understand, you know, or just real motivational for simple, like, oh, eat real food and it'll help to heal my body kind of a video. So send that to your Facebook people. And what else? Oh, there was something else I wanted to mention before I forget. Also, there's I have a Facebook page. It's up on the channel page. And we're actually answering questions over there, and we're trying to build up the Facebook page because I'm going to actually be getting rid of my Facebook friends. It kind of sucks because I've really enjoyed it for the last 3 years, but I need to consolidate because it's so spread out that
You have 3 pages.
I have 4 pages now. But there's a Dan the Life Regenerator fan page. It's not my favorite word, but what the hell? You can be my fan, right? I'm your fan too. But so that's on the channel page. So go click on that, subscribe, sign up for the Insiders Club because there's a really, really cool video that Sophia and I made today. Very unique. You've never seen anything like it. Aha, she's embarrassed. But it's going to be something you've never seen before. Kind of Dan in a real natural melon party kind of a thing. And just talking about life and being me, so you might want to check that out. Those are only for the Insiders Club though, so if you're stoked on that and want to find a little bit more out about Dan the man with the master plan. And other than that, I just really appreciate you watching these videos. I'm a long-winded son of a gun. Just want to make sure I cover all my bases, and you know what to do. You know what to do. You eat raw foods, as high vibrational as you can get. It's summertime and living raw is super easy right now. Cherries are in season. Get on it. Don't miss them. Melons are in season. Get on it. Flush out your body. Clean out the mucus. Clean out the viruses and the bacteria and the heavy accumulations that are holding you back from being your best self. And raw fruits is the way to go. And the raw green vegetable juices will balance you out and open up your heart chakra. The fruit feeds your brain. You heard me say it all before, but get energized because believe me, you'll be glad you did. And then just think positively. When you're around all those negative people, either go away from them or rise up above and tap into your deepest light self. What you really are is the light of life. Remember that. You are the eternal, infinite power of the universe. I call you God. That's your inner light. That's going to heal you from anything. And you better believe it because it's the truth. So tap into that and go inward to find the power that you need to change your life the way you want it to be. If you're overweight, go inside and find the power to shed it all. If you've got some kind of disease, go inside and find the power to release it. Because God in you does not get sick. Your inner true light that is eternal and infinite and beyond sickness and death is in you right now. It's just waiting for you to call upon it and to bring it forth, and everything else just drops off. Yes, there seems to be a bit of a process. Be prepared to go through that process because everyone's going through it. Some of us, though, are going to be on the accelerated path because we don't want to be sitting around here on earth for 100,000 more lifetimes when we want to get it in this one right now. So we're tapping in deep and we're rising up quick. So go in and find the light and grow it, cultivate it, pull the weeds of doubt, pull the weeds of shame. Get rid of the sludge of fear off of your heart by just cultivating more love. And all of the conditions in your life will continually improve and improve and improve and improve. And you will be rising up the mountain. And when you one day in this lifetime or the next, you'll reach the top. And you'll be up there, and I'll reach up there and ask you to send out your hand so you can help me get up there. You know what I'm saying? Because we all want to get back to this utopia, the Adam and Eve, the paradise, and it's all right here. This earth is perfect. There's not a thing I'd change. This earth is perfect, and so am I, and so are you. Peace.